Upcoming Taylor Swift concerts in Vienna, Austria have been canceled after Austrian authorities arrested two suspects who, they say, had plans to carry out a terrorist attack at the concert site.
I feel like whenever I'm on a date, I'm always like having like the sense of like I'm a man in the situation. I'm like protective. Yeah, for sure.
All right, Swifties, let's talk. Taylor Swift has been going through a lot these past few months. The IRS tour drama alone is enough to make anyone want to hide under a blanket with some ice cream. First, there were the Ticketmaster problems. Don't even get us started on that. Then, we had to wait forever for rescheduled dates, and now, the worst news, cancellations. Even the most hopeful Taylor Swift fan might be feeling down. Plus, with all the usual craziness of being Taylor, the non-stop media attention, the pressure to always do better, rumors about breakups, and all the other challenges, it's clear why she's had to make some tough decisions recently. But here's the thing. Here's a bit of good news in all the chaos. Word is that Travis Kelce is being the amazing guy we all knew he was, supporting Taylor and making sure she knows he's got her back. Honestly, who better to cheer you up than a Super Bowl champ with a heart of gold? We can totally picture them having cozy nights in, ordering takeout from her favorite Nashville spots, and maybe even playing a few rounds of Madden to relax. Anything's possible, right? But before we dive into more details, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss out on new content. It's free and helps us out a lot. We're all about bringing you new content to enjoy. So here's the scoop. You know how Taylor had to cancel her shows in Austria? Well, it turns out things were more serious than we thought. There were actual terrorist threats, and when the police raided some suspects' homes, they found related items. Scary stuff, right? Naturally, Taylor was pretty shaken up by it all. But here's where Travis Kelce shines. He really stepped up for her. Word is, he spent hours on the phone with her, making sure she knew she wasn't alone. Talk about boyfriend goals. It's comforting to know he's there for her, especially during such tough times. Travis Kelce is always ready to support Taylor, even keeping his phone close when he sleeps so she can reach him anytime. They spent long hours on the phone recently as the situation was really tough, and Travis wants to be her rock, biggest fan, and #1 supporter. He was actually relieved when the concerts were canceled, knowing it was the right decision. He even offered to fly to Austria to be with her, even if just for a day or two. But Taylor is determined to keep working and focus on the upcoming shows, especially the London concert, to finish the European tour on a high note. Do you see the difference? I love how Travis Kelce walked several steps in front of Taylor while still protected her. Travis doesn't put Taylor in the basement. He's not afraid of her shine. He lets her binge weld. The situation with Taylor's Vienna shows is really frightening, like something out of a movie. You hear about these things on the news, but never think it will affect something you care about, like a concert by your favorite singer. It turns out one of the suspects arrested, a 17-year-old, had just started working at the concert venue. He could have had access to all sorts of things, which is really unsettling. The main suspect, a 19-year-old, had reportedly pledged allegiance to a terrorist group online and had been planning this attack since July. It's shocking to think they spent months preparing this, and there were going to be about 30,000 people outside the stadium, even without tickets, on top of the 65,000 people who were supposed to be inside. It could have been absolutely devastating. Imagine the chaos and panic. It's just too terrible to think about. Thank goodness they caught these guys before something truly awful happened. It really makes you appreciate how precious life is and reminds us not to take our safety for granted. It's crazy to think that while all this was happening, Travis was busy at training camp with the Chiefs. Talk about a stressful situation. He's got to focus on football with the season starting soon, but you know he's worried about Taylor too. They've been almost inseparable all summer, traveling around the world for her tour. Remember those pictures of them in Australia and Singapore? They looked so happy and carefree. It's heartbreaking to realize that this darkness was lurking in the background. Travis kept Taylor close to him the entire time though, like it's her first time on the field. I couldn't even imagine how much security is there, the amount of trust she has and the protectiveness. He as our girl is in the best hands. Taylor hasn't said anything publicly about the Vienna situation yet, but who can blame her? It's a lot to take in. Plus, she still has those Wembley shows coming up, and you know the London fans are counting on her. The organizers say everything is still on, but you have to wonder if security will be extra tight now. This isn't the first time Taylor has faced something like this. Remember that terrible stabbing at the dance class in England? She even posted about how much it shook her. It's just awful that violence keeps creeping into her life. She deserves to feel safe, especially when she's just trying to share her music and spread joy. This whole situation really shows the dark side of fame. Taylor was deeply affected by the attack in England, where she expressed her heartbreak, saying she had no words to comfort the families. It's devastating to think about little kids at a dance class being caught up in something so terrible. On top of that, Travis has been dealing with threats too. Recently, a guy was arrested for threatening to shoot Travis and his Chiefs teammate Patrick Mahomes during a Morgan Wallen concert at Arrowhead Stadium. Aaron Brown was taken into custody after tweeting a threat just before the show, mentioning he'd take a shot if certain people showed up. It's shocking to see how fame can attract such dangerous situations. The police said that Brown admitted his post was a huge mistake and that he didn't mean it seriously. He is now facing charges for making threats. Travis Kelce, who is very much in love with his girlfriend Taylor Swift, had a chance to join her on her tour in Paris, London, and other cities during the NFL offseason. However, now that the season is back, he has to stay in Kansas City with the Chiefs. It's hard for him to be apart from her, but he wants to be supportive and let her know she can always rely on him. According to a source, Travis's support for Taylor is more than just being a loving boyfriend. It shows his strong commitment to her. He makes an effort to be there for her whenever he can, even if it means traveling across the world. Travis is always there for Taylor, whether he's at her concerts or supporting her from afar. His actions show how dedicated he is to her. During the NFL offseason, he joined her on tour in famous cities like Paris and London to be by her side while she performed. Even now, with the NFL season back and his duties in Kansas City, he stays deeply committed to her. He understands how hard the distance can be and makes sure she knows she can rely on him no matter where he is. Travis isn't just about big gestures. He's also there for her in quiet moments, ready to offer support and protection. Oh, Travis' posture here got them eyes scanning the crowd like he isn't playing, y'all. That's Taylor bodyguard. Travis really wants to be there for Taylor, protect her from negativity, and support her no matter what. His actions show how much he cares about her and wants her to feel loved and safe. So, what do you think he did for their anniversary? Comment below and let us know. If you liked this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week, uncovering secrets about your favorite celebrities.